Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Bamirich here.
Yes.
And as you can see, today I've got a special guest, Jason.
My man.
Thanks for coming through,
You
bro.
say you good?
Yes, I'm good. Alright, so today, right, we're gonna go, it's a month review show. First time we're doing this. And I'm gonna be bringing Jason in as much as possible for these kind of shows. Essentially, we're going to be going through and focusing obviously on United. Because Jason, can you explain to the people where your allegiances lie?
Oh, Manchester United, by all means. By all means, since day, right? Manchester United, but boy,
we're gonna get into it. Torrid times. Let's wait. We're gonna get into it. So essentially today we're gonna just go through the October fixtures that United have been, how we've done, the form, the manager issues, and other talking points basically that we've had as a team this month. And news just in.
What, Tottenham signed Spurs? Spurs new coach Conte.
Conte.
We're already fumbling the bag. I'm sorry. I just calm down. I'm sorry.
I might have to reduce his volume on his mic a little bit. But yeah, so as Jason just said, Conte has just been confirmed.
Yeah.
As we speak. So we'll just start there. Let's just start there. What do you make of that? Because for those that don't know, the reason we're talking about Conte and Spurs is because United were linked to getting Conte. Obviously last week, as those of you may know from my last video, we lost 5-0 to Liverpool 2 weeks ago. We've come back, we beat Tottenham 3-0 and in what was dubbed as El Sacico. And it came through. Nuno got sacked. Ole used Conte's style to beat Nuno, get him sacked, and now Conte is in place at Spurs. So what do you make of?
And you know, it's just, for me, what's so frustrating is Spurs are already demonstrating a level of ambition
that we don't have,
that we're not demonstrating, and it's pissing me off, quite frankly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, how is it possible that, you know, we can lose 5-0 to Liverpool, beat Spurs 3-0, and the board of Spurs are making the necessary moves to get the club to where they need to be. We need to be doing the exact same thing.
That's fair.
To be honest, I mean, from the start, me personally, I've always had the mindset that Ole should never have been given a job. But you know, maybe we'll get into that a bit later on.
Okay, yes, we will. We will get into that actually.
Really
but yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think it just shows that our board isn't very ambitious, and it shows that Spurs board has. Some people are actually saying that we've pushed Spurs into doing this because they saw last week that there was serious talk of Ole getting sacked and there's serious talk of Conte coming in.
Right.
And they saw that, okay, cool, if we don't get Conte soon, then United are gonna get him.
Right.
So people are saying that's why they pushed for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, we'll get into that properly in a little bit. But let's start off by looking at our October form.
Right.
So we started off with I'll run through how we did in October, right? So United Everton 1-1. Martial goal. Martial's gone and disappeared into the he's nowhere to be found.
Right.
But he scored at the start of the month for us. So I'm sure you forgot that as well. I mean,
Absolutely.
I forgot it. Then we lost 4-2 to Leicester.
Shambles.
Which is Rashford's return. He scored a goal in his return.
Very, very good goals. Well.
Then obviously we were losing 2-0 to Atalanta, but we came back to win 3-2, and then the Liverpool game 5-0, and then which is when a lot of us, well, myself anyway, became Ole Out.
So you've been? Are you telling me you've been Ole in? Bro, confess to the people. Ole in, bro. I didn't even know this. This is news to me.
Basically,
wow, okay.
I mean the reason. I don't know if it was Ole in or just hoping that Ole would do well.
Got you. Which we've all done.
Of course.
We've all wanted him to do well, but the writing's on the wall.
The writing's on the wall,
bro. You know what I'm
and then obviously the end of the month, 3-0 win at Spurs.
Yeah.
Ole's back in. Ole's doing well again. You know.
Yeah, I don't know about Ole's back in. But, you know.
But what do you make of the results? The in and out form.
Okay.
Obviously we haven't covered the August fixtures, but even then, before the Liverpool game, in Premier League we only had 1 point in 12.
Right.
Possible.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
The form overall is unacceptable. It has been unacceptable for a very long time. Right. The guy, it has to be one of the most jammiest managers out there. Just knows how to just come back from the brink of destruction
every time.
But that's not acceptable. You understand? You're telling me what, 1 in 12. If you're looking at Man United's history, you're looking at what we stand for and what we should be, how we should be playing and the results we should be getting. It's completely unacceptable. So I guess what we go through what. So the first one was what?
Everton
1-1.
Yeah.
Well, I can't even remember that one too tough about now, but Everton are a decent side. And
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah. But then if you look at their form since then, they haven't won a game. They lost to they were 2-0 up against Watford or 2-1 up, and they lost that game 5-2 something. Fair enough with the draw against Everton, but then you get to 4-2 Leicester game. I don't know if you remember that game much. We didn't look very good in that game.
Absolutely.
And like we looked, to be honest, Leicester could have probably beaten us by a lot.
Pumped us completely more. And again, as I said, it's just like completely unacceptable. 4 goals, bruv. Like,
4 goals.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Well, like,
and once again, Leicester also got beaten by. Who did they get beaten by recently? I think it's Chelsea or someone that. Or no, Arsenal. Arsenal beat them just the other day.
And before long, if we don't take time, Arsenal will creep up and like. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think they're
take our position.
They're on the same points as us at the moment.
There you go. The goal difference, isn't it? Yeah,
that's right. And then, so that Leicester game was when people start thinking, what's really going on here? And then obviously, then Atalanta, you watched that game and you Scholes.
That first half was an absolute joke.
That's not what you think. And also what Scholes was saying as well. If you want to touch on that, like
So. I remember watching that first half and I was thinking, "Wow, like what the hell have we become?
Yeah,
absolutely disgraceful." And I think Atalanta had 5 of their first team members out.
That's right.
And I'm like,
And then at the start of the first half, basically one of their second half, their best player on the pitch got injured and he left as well.
Like, this is Atalanta, like really and truly.
I know.
And in fact, it even just hit me. They actually looked good.
Yeah, they did.
They were playing ball against us, and we had no control. It was atrocious, and obviously, that comeback at the end. It was Maguire first.
Yeah, and then
was it Rashford on that one as well?
I think it might be
Rashford, and then obviously Ronaldo.
That's right.
Inevitable. No, really, truly, we should have lost the game.
That's right.
We should have lost the game.
And going back to what Scholes said, right? He basically at halftime was like, even at full time, I think, because everybody's like, oh, he's been moody.
Rio.
But he was like, if you play like that against
Liverpool, they're gonna dop you. And what happened? We got doppy.
So
everyone was on Scholes' back saying, "Oh, Scholes is negative, Scholes is up." This, no. Yeah. He knew what he could see.
Yeah.
And we it was a massacre.
Yeah, it was. It was 4-0 at Liverpool, 4-0 first half.
Bro, and I was hearing how Klopp was saying, "Oh, let's take our foot off the gas." Second half. How embarrassing is that? Liverpool, this is Liverpool. So let's take our foot off the gas. Really, truly. We'll get into this as well. Yeah. They should have put us to the sword. Maybe, who knows? Yeah. Who knows? Maybe if it was 6, 7, 8, maybe the board would have said, you know what? Let's get rid of this guy. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they should have put. They're never going to get another opportunity like that. To kill United. No. Like they could have done. Do you see what I'm saying? So they should have put us to the sword. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, I'm not a Liverpool fan. I'm just saying.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not twisting. They should have just put us to the sword then. You feel me? Because me personally, I'm Ole Out by any means necessary.
Okay.
You understand? So
I'm
get to that.
I'm not Ole Out by any means necessary. Right?
Oh well, boy.
Jason's part.
How can you not be Ole Out?
I'm Ole Out, but not by any means necessary.
Nah, by any means necessary. By any means necessary. For the greater good. For the greater good of the club, he has to go. You understand? This guy's smiling. I don't know what there's to laugh about. Our club is in demise, and he's smiling. Anyway,
this is part of there's in our WhatsApp group, right? Jason has been, like I said, Ole Out by any means necessary for a while. One of the other guys is always on Ole Smile Watch, right? So every post-match interview, he's like, "Oh, why is Ole smiling?"
and obviously some people are like, "Yeah, that's his character." But I don't business. You get the right man for the role, and obviously he's got to be able to control characters and egos and dress rooms. And for me, for me, it's very, very simple. It's very, very simple. You want the best players at the club, right?
That's right. And we've got the best. We've got some of the best.
Right. You're the best players at the club. Yeah. You want the best. Surely you should have the best manager, the best coach to manage these players. It's very, very simple. What are his credentials?
That's right.
What Cardiff and Mulder?
Let's go into that. Let's go into that actually, because when Cardiff and Mulder,
he's laughing because it's a joke. It's a complete and utter joke. It's a travesty. It's not cool. You get the best possible person for the job at hand.
That's right.
Right. And if we're saying we want to be, moving in and fighting with the best, like in the Real Madrids and whatnot, you need the best possible managers.
Well, look at it this way, right? So we've got, so for those that don't know, we've got, most of you will know now, obviously Conte's just been appointed by Tottenham, right?
Yeah.
You've got Klopp at Liverpool. You've got Pep at Man City, and you've got who else? Tuchel. Pep at Man City. Tuchel at Chelsea. Right. So you could say you've got 4 of the best managers in the world playing in the Premier League.
Right.
And not one of them is managing one of the best teams in the world at United.
Ridiculous.
I was saying earlier, right, and on the previous video, that actually, if the club was ambitious, any type of ambitious, right, it was after that Leicester game that really should have been 100%. So then, if you then compound that with add the flipping the Liverpool game to that, right?
Yeah.
That Liverpool game was actually inexcusable. The more you think about it, it's inexcusable.
Yeah.
Like you said already, 4-0 at halftime, and then 5-0. Salah got his hat-trick, and then they said, okay, cool, let's chill, let's just stop. But the board didn't want to sack him.
Which is leading me to believe that there is a different agenda as to why Ole is the manager, and I'm thinking it's control. Like,
in what way?
In the sense that, listen, they didn't like Jose Mourinho and some of his antics and whatnot, things that are poisonous for the club and whatnot, right? And you see these rumors online, etc., etc. Oh, they're a bit concerned about Conte's character.
Yes.
Okay, Conte's character, this, that, and the other, but he's a winner. And what's the United DNA is surely about winning.
That's right.
But I'm saying winning. Now, I'm not saying you just hire people for the short term and whatnot. But I think football's changed. Like, you're not going to get none of this long one standing manager if it means going through managers every few seasons, so be it. I mean, again, Chelsea they go through but at the end of the day, if it means you're getting Champions Leagues, if it means you're getting
the fans will take it
exactly. The best possible man for the job for that particular period of time. There's because how long has it been now since we won the Premier League?
10 years, bro.
Well,
it's like
not acceptable.
When Fergie retired, that was last
right. So
Champions League was
what we're doing is not working. So what we're doing is not working. Now, someone may argue, oh, okay, well, we got LVG, we got Jose Mourinho. Regardless, we still won. We still won.
Won the FA Cup, won the Europa League.
Right. We still won. We still won stuff. Right. And if it means you make a change, then make the necessary change. But I just think they have a different agenda as to why they're allowing this brother.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying that the United board is just focused on making money, making the bottom line, and being a business. But then when you think about it, right, if you win a trophy, you make money, right?
Right.
So if you
if you gain the Champions League,
yeah, exactly.
Only.
Well, you make money. But then surely you make more money if you win, because then especially because we're on the stock market in the US and stuff, it generates more interest and stuff like that. So if you win, you will make more money.
But if your players leave because you're not winning,
you're not making any money. You're not marketable.
Right.
But then I do think that the reason what they're seeing is that it's more of a gamble to try and pump money into the team and you get the right managers or whatever, pump money in and win. Than it is to just pump a little bit of money in and get top 4.
Well,
do you get what I mean? Like, because there's 4 options to get top 4, whereas there's only one person that can win. So then maybe they're looking at it that way.
Well,
it's not an excuse. I mean, I'm not back in the Glazers.
At the end of the day, I mean, like, who was it? I think it was Simon Jordan who said, I'm sure many people probably think the same thing, that we're not going to win anything under Ole Solskjaer. I mean, what has the brother actually won? In his life,
no, wait. As a manager,
as a manager.
Okay.
See, this is the point.
Yeah.
This is the point. Managing, obviously, it goes without saying. Managing and football
is different.
Two different skill sets.
Playing football,
and if it wasn't so, then how many players have gone on to management and have failed? That's
right.
It's two completely different skill sets. And what? Just because you scored a goal, and you put your foot forward. And you're now managing the biggest club in the world.
Don't disrespect the.
I'm not disrespecting. I'm not. Listen, I remember the goal. I was there. You know what I'm saying? If I was there, I remember I was getting nuts. Yeah. But at the end of the day, that doesn't qualify you to manage
the club.
And it's not just any club.
Yeah,
surely it's not just any club.
That's right.
This is the biggest club in the world.
That's right.
And what man got Cardiff sacked, man.
He got Cardiff relegated.
Right. Oh, relegated. Right. And then on top of that,
he won trophies at Molde though.
Bro, I don't want. What do you mean? This is what I'm saying.
I'm just saying he won trophies.
And the problem on top of that is really and truly, the guy is the. Can you even say he's a good manager? Can you even say he's a good manager?
I mean, I don't know.
I'm saying for the best managers, we haven't even got a good manager.
The myth before, or not the myth, the story before was that no, the myth before was that he he's a good man manager. You know, he knows how to deal with the players.
Oh, what, Van der Beek? Van der Beek.
Van der Beek. Anyway, let's get on to the Ole redemption story. Right, is the start of redemption potentially. Right, he switched to the back five. No, the reason I say this is because you had your views on the back five when we played it. Right.
Yeah.
And I didn't necessarily. Like the reason a lot of people didn't want Conte was because they're like, oh, he's gonna go into the back five. We've got wingers like Sancho that we just bought, Rashford. Rashford can play up front, but you know we've got quite a few wingers. And Ole went back five for that 3-0 win against Spurs, right? We played desperation. We had Aaron Bissaka right back. Then we had the two wing backs. So with Bissaka and Shaw, and we had the 3 centre backs, Maguire, Lindelof and Varane. And then still stuck with McFred. Don't know if you'll get your thoughts on that. And then obviously we had Bruno, Cavani, and Ronaldo up top. What do you make of the back five? Do you think that's the future way that we need to keep playing? Like, for example, tonight we've got Atalanta.
Sheesh, let's go.
Should we play that way against Atalanta?
So
should we continue that way?
So I think we should have been doing this for a while now. Because if, again, you look at our defensive record, it's whack, right? Look at all the stats.
Well, 2 clean sheets now in 21.
Right. It's been useless. So we have a problem defensively.
That's right.
So, okay, I think, keep things so. I'm no coach or no manager. But in my mind, play to your strengths and cover your weaknesses.
That's right.
So if we're struggling defensively, play the back five. Play the back five. Do you see what I'm saying? And on top of that, it was quoted that Sir Alex Ferguson was the one who said, attack wins games. Defense wins you championships. And are we not here to win championships?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we want to win championships.
Do you see what I'm saying? And look, we won 3-0. And people say, but it's going to be boring. I don't understand why people think that's going to be boring. Listen, winning is not boring to me.
That's right.
Winning is not boring. Like, what do you mean?
Word.
You see what I'm saying? And on top of that, even the style of goals. So it was the Rashford goal.
Yep.
You had Ronaldo.
Yep.
And Cavani.
Yes.
Right?
All 3 good goals. Yeah.
Good goals. There was a route of play, there was style of play, there was through balls.
The first one, you could say that was back to Moments FC, right? Bruno ball over the top. Beautiful finish by Ronaldo. For sure. And then the second 2, you could say, the last 2, you could say maybe counter-attacking or whatever, but they're still beautiful goals.
100%. But there was you still felt like there was a systematic move. There was like a style of play. There was a route, a passage of play.
That's right.
That lets it go as opposed to just
whatever,
a moment or a ball over the top or just what I'm saying. So I think we have to play this system going forward. You see what I'm saying? Now, obviously,
what does that do? Okay, what does that do to the wingers?
Right. Now, so who have we got? We got Sancho,
right? Sancho's the main one, I think.
Yeah, the concern.
Yeah, because if you look at Greenwood was playing wing, Rashford was playing wing, but both of them have played striker.
Yeah.
And both of them can play in that 2 up front with Cavani and Ronaldo alternating.
I think Sancho can play up there as well, personally. And obviously, even just behind the strikers where Bruno's playing, I think he can play there. I don't think he'll be in trouble.
Martial as well can play up there, I guess.
Exactly. I think the problem is we've got so many
top heavy.
Exactly. Complete top heavy with regards to the system. So you've got Cavani and Ronaldo. So they continue to play.
Yeah.
Then you've got Greenwood and Rashford.
Yeah.
Martial.
You got Elanga coming through. You got other players coming through.
And
Ahmad.
Exactly. Ivory Coast brother as well. Just what I'm saying. But listen, at the end of the day, we need to play to win.
That's right.
And it's
if we're winning, if we're winning, it is what it is.
But again, it just goes to show, like, we didn't plan for this. You'd be bringing players in to plan for what the system you're trying to play.
I was saying that if we had done this after the Leicester game, let's say, and if we'd gone into the Atalanta and the Liverpool game playing a back five, then I'd feel like, okay, you know what, this guy's got a plan, and then let's say we didn't lose 5-0 to Liverpool,
right?
And then we continued with it, cool. But then it seems very reactionary and desperate after the Liverpool game.
And on top of that, we can't fail to note that it was against Spurs.
That's right.
Spurs' form has been crap as well.
Yeah,
so they're still a good team. Do you know what I'm saying? They got
the players, Son, Kane.
Exactly, who can turn it on a given day. But it's still Spurs. Let's see you do this against some decent, some proper decent teams. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you're saying we should stick to this back five.
We have to
switch to the back four.
We have to.
So we've looked at our recent form. We've established that Jason is definitely Ole Out.
Been Ole Out.
He's been Ole Out. When did it happen? Was it the Villarreal Champions?
What, for me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you never really
like I said, credentials.
Yeah.
The moment he became permanent, I was like, no, this is unacceptable.
Really?
No.
But when he became permanent, just after every single Ole's had a
good run, right?
Yeah, but
good run, and then
we're unbeaten.
I understand why it was done. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But you shouldn't even play. You shouldn't play into the fans.
That's
really
right.
and truly,
Yeah,
you should know what it is that you want. Have a plan.
Yeah.
Have a strategy. I think this. Okay, well, we went on this. We went on this run.
Yeah.
The fans love him. Let's just do it. That's not good enough decision making.
From a
you know what I'm saying? For me,
you're right.
credentials.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the credentials. Good feel good factor, right? Okay, that's not enough.
Yeah.
Now, at the same time, do we need to give Ole credit for the good that he's done at the club? Absolutely,
of course.
We have to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What would you say that is?
for example, some of the players that he has brought in and whatnot. Cool.
It's a good squad right now. Yeah.
Good squad. Do you see what I'm saying? You know, obviously, even people say, oh, you know, players coming for Ole. No, I think it's the whole
everything.
You know what I'm saying? It's around the club. It's the Man United and the history, all that good stuff. You see what I'm saying? Still an attractive opportunity for people, the P's. You understand? But yeah, and I think the dressing room atmosphere, you know, initially and over the past couple of years, good.
Especially when you compare it to when
exactly.
Jose,
Just what I'm saying. But this year now, obviously, you know, we've got the VDB. You've got
let's talk about Van der Beek. Let's talk about Van der Beek because you mentioned Sancho, right? And you know, you also touched on there Pogba, Van der Beek, Bailly.
Yeah.
Those players, specifically Pogba and Van der Beek, right?
Okay.
What do you make of what's going to happen with them? Because Van der Beek, do you think Van der Beek's done? Do you think, like, you know, do you think he's leaving in January? Do you think Pogba's leaving in January? Leaving in summer?
Yeah.
What do we do?
Oh, mate.
I guess it also depends on whether Ole stays or not as well.
Yeah. Obviously, you had rumors that came out that Pogba would.
He scrapped. Didn't he scrap those rumors?
Right.
He scrapped those.
Well,
the rumor was that
he has to say what he has to say.
the rumor was that Pogba would stay if Ole got sacked.
Ole got sacked or whatnot.
But I think Pogba came out and said that was
maybe he had to do something. But listen, he's entitled to do what he wants, right? If you're Pogba, what do you do?
That's a great question because
if you're Pogba, what do you do?
Because really, truly, like if I'm Pogba, if I'm Pogba, that means I'm also not necessarily a United fan, right?
Okay.
I'm looking out for my career, my family, etc., and things like that.
All the abuse you've received,
exactly right,
from your own fans,
and also my own pundits, legends, etc.
Right.
I'll probably play it by ear. See, especially because also Pogba's contract comes to an end, right? It's ended. It's basically finished.
Yeah. Right.
He doesn't have to stay, right? He can go for free.
Yeah.
So if you if you really think about it, right, in January PSG could come to him on the slide and say, look, we'll give you X amount of money, and they could give him more as well because they're not paying United anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So they'll give you X amount of money to come play for us in summer. Cool, all right. That's essentially what Herrera did, right?
Yeah, sure.
So
Mate,
I think to answer your question, I probably would leave because the club don't even look ambitious. They don't look like they do.
Right, doesn't look ambitious.
Yeah. The squad look like the squad built.
Exactly.
But as a manager, do I have the confidence in the manager to take off where we take?
Exactly, and especially as you know, you've just witnessed us get whacked
by
Liverpool, and you didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
And you see Spurs then bringing Conte like.
But then Van der Beek, what do you think? Okay, he's done. Or he's done at United because I don't know why, but I love the player. Like I just want to see him. Yeah. I want to see him successful. Sure. I want to see him do well at the club. Yeah. I don't want to see him go somewhere else and him do. Obviously, I want him to smash it if he does leave. But it's gonna be like, why have we done this again? And I think the same might happen with Martial because he could potentially go to like a Newcastle, right?
Yeah.
And I think he's a great player. So obviously he's had his issues, right? But Van der Beek, I think.
If I'm Van der Beek, I leave.
Yeah.
If I'm Van der Beek. And Ole's here.
Yeah, you're done.
I'm out. That's what I do.
But then
I would love him to stay. You know what I'm saying because I think he's got good potential, and we haven't seen enough of him.
That's why when I say I love him, there's not really any.
I don't think we've seen enough of him, and so again, but this is down to Ole. I mean, and you persistent with McFred. Yeah. We're not trying to give. Are you saying? You're saying VDB is going to do a worse job than what these brothers are doing?
That's right.
Yeah. So for me, if I'm VDB. I'm gone. I'm off. Just what I'm saying. Sayonara. Adios.
See you later.
I'm gone.
Hey,
I'm
coming
out
back.
Just what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm gone.
Let's look to the future, right? Let's wrap up United for a little bit.
Okay.
Actually, before we do that, obviously we've got Atalanta tonight.
Yes.
Right. We'll chuck this video out before the game. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Predictions. First of all, you think we're gonna play back five? Do you think it's very hard to predict anything of United at the moment, right?
Do you see what I'm saying? We should.
Yeah.
We should. But
obviously we're away playing in Italy.
Yeah.
Do you think we're gonna win the game? What's your score prediction? What?
Yeah. I think we'll win the game, man.
Yeah.
I think we'll win the game.
We'll stay. If we win that, we'll stay top of the league. Top of the group, not the league.
I don't see us losing this game.
Yeah.
I don't see us losing this particular game.
All right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping for a win, but like right now, I think it's very, very hard to predict anything about United because one, we don't even know what formation we're going to be playing.
Exactly.
We don't know what players other than McFred are going to be playing. We don't know much about the team right now. Cool. So actually, on to slightly more positive things.
Right.
Player of the month for October for United.
Okay.
They've put up Rashford as one, Ronaldo and David De Gea.
David De Gea, yeah.
Who would be your player of the month?
Oh, sheesh.
For me, I'll say mine quickly because I think it's nice and straightforward. Yeah. I think De Gea easily is the player of the month, right? But the reason I say that is because against Leicester, if he wasn't for De Gea, we would have probably conceded 7. Against Liverpool, probably conceded 8.
Yeah.
We would have lost a couple of games. You know, he saved us at the end. The penalty save against West Ham in August. Obviously, this is a different month, but you know, he's been our player of the season so far. Yeah. And I think even in October, he's been excellent. Yes. However, I know that people are gonna love. I think Bruno even said this actually. People always pick the scorers, right? The goal scorers. Rashford's come back in. He scored 4 goals in 4 games, whatever. Yeah. Ronaldo's come back. Ronaldo's scoring every week, basically. And the thing about Ronaldo's goals. They either excellent goals like last one, or they're saving us. They're winning the game. So I can understand why people are going for Ronaldo because he's got stands.
Sure.
But mine would be David De Gea.
I hear you. And you see, obviously Ronaldo's doing the job.
That's right. Up front, yeah.
De Gea is doing damage control.
Yeah, okay, that's a very good
control.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying obviously
it's the job of a keeper.
You're gonna concede some. That's what I'm saying. But you know, nevertheless, we still lost the game. Obviously, it's not his fault.
No, none of the goals.
It's not his fault, but he's done fantastic. But in terms of doing the utmost, you know, job that can be done, I think I have to give it to Ronaldo. Personally. Me personally.
And to be fair, I like what you said about the damage control thing. That's actually excellent because. If you look at the Spurs game, he didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do anything, and that's because the team was a better unit. And actually, that's how it should be. The team should be a better unit, and then the keeper just saves you worldies.
Correct.
So then he's scoring his goals. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But at the moment, you're right. Damage control.
It was. Listen, I was pleased to watch the Spurs game. I was very, very pleased. It's something because like you said, they look far more like a unit, like a team. I think we stifled Spurs. I think we completely
no shots on target.
No shots on target. We completely stifled them. You see what I'm saying? Because of this setup. But I think we did it. We did it based upon chance. You know, and there was a
desperation.
All
right, cool. Let's move off from United. As you can see, you know, Jason's feelings is Ole out, Ole gone, Ole bin him, everything. I'm still. No. Let's be honest. I'm Ole out. Okay. I'm Ole sack him. You know. Thank you for your services.
Sure.
You know.
Of course, you give credit.
Yeah, excellent.
I'm saying we're not nuts. We're reasonable people. We give credit where it's due, and after that, listen, back out, man.
But so let's move on to a few other teams, right? Because you know this is not just the United channel. I know.
Right.
And title hopes.
Okay.
Obviously, our title hopes are probably in the bin. Yeah. So let's not talk about us for now. Sure. But out of Chelsea, Liverpool, and City, because I believe those are probably the main 3 title contenders. Obviously, Chelsea now 3 points ahead. I think.
It's solid, isn't it?
Look very solid. They don't look like conceding, in my opinion. I say it every time.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
Sorry, go ahead.
Who do you think are going to win the league?
You just said it. They don't look like conceding.
They don't look like conceding.
Defensively, solid, right?
Right. Defense wins you championships.
And defense wins you championships. All this, it's too defensive. Listen, you don't want to win. That's fine. No problem. You want to run around like a headless chicken score. Yeah, cool. No problem. But if you want to win, defense, fam. It starts from the back forward. You see what I'm saying? So me personally, I think
Chelsea.
Yeah,
really?
Chelsea,
okay.
I think they're solid. Way too solid.
The thing is, I mean, I don't know who I was talking to. Actually, no, I was away recently, and I was talking to a random United fan in a pub, and I said to him Chelsea as well, and I do think Chelsea, but most people still think either Liverpool or Man City because Man City's funny enough, Man City's defense is actually better than Chelsea, but nobody because their attack is so good, nobody really thinks about the defense. Actually, I think they've got more clean sheets. They've conceded slightly more because Chelsea conceded slightly less, but they've got less, slightly less, something like that. But their defense is very similar, but Man City's stats defensively are actually above.
Can you imagine? Man City ain't got a striker.
They don't have a striker. They're playing Foden up front at the moment.
Oh my good lord.
Yeah. So not Liverpool, no.
Liverpool, everyone obviously they'll be thereabouts, but Obviously, Salah's looking like a madness, like an absolute madness.
This is gonna be like this is almost like a Salah fan show because
every
video I always say Salah's looking amazing. Now you just said it as well.
It's so upsetting to not be involved in this. Like, bro, when we start the season and we hide the players that we signed, we're thinking, listen, we
Ronaldo 30 goals, 35 goals,
and very very quickly, like people like G Neville, moving like ops. No, you know what I'm saying? Like he was saying, oh, Jose Mourinho has to win this season and whatnot. Has to win. You're not saying that against Ole. You're enemy of progress then.
But I keep saying this, right? If you were in charge of United today, and I was a pundit on Sky Sports, I'd find it hard to criticize you guys live on public and say, oh, you know what? He should. Well, no, to be fair, like at the start, I'd probably say, oh yeah, Jay has to win. He has to. Like he's at United, managing United. He has to win. You know, a title, whatever it may be. But when it comes to the crunch, I probably would be like, oh, you know.
It is what it is. Just what I'm saying. Like, it's business, bruv. It's not impersonal. After the show, we can go hot and chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get my boy sacked or nothing. But listen, privately, I'm going to be having a conversation saying, bro, listen, you're messing up the team, bro. I'll be pissed off. This is about United, fam.
We've gone back to United. Last thing we're going to touch on. What team has been your surprise package of the season? So there's a few. West Ham.
Yeah.
No thought process, nothing.
West Ham, bruv.
I was gonna say there's been a few. There's well, actually there isn't really a few.
You see West Ham position.
Brighton. What about Brighton? Brighton looking good.
West Ham.
West Ham.
West Ham from David Moyes.
Ex-United manager. We sacked him. We binned him off. Okay, what if Ole comes back like Moyes and doesn't
come back like what? There's no comeback. There's no comeback. He's done at it. He's been done. But anyway, Moyes done very 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 well. Man. I'm happy for him.
They're unbeaten. That's a good shout because they're unbeaten in Europe. 3 games, no clean sheets all throughout. They're obviously fourth. I think they're fourth. Yeah, because we're fifth. And Antonio doing great. They're looking good.
Yeah, well done to what they do.
Wow, okay.
It's like again, it's not easy to obviously be sacked from United and whatnot. And
rebuild your career.
Just I have to rebuild your career and whatnot. He's done a great job, man. So
funnily enough, once again, West Ham is another team I've spoken about a lot on this channel, right? I want the West Ham black kit. I keep saying it, right? Okay. Somebody's gonna get it from me.
Gotcha. Right.
The black kit is very nice.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll wear the West Ham kit on that video. Maybe I'll start something. No. So that's it really. We covered the United fixtures. We covered the and how do you think it's gonna do for? How do you think Conte is gonna do for Spurs?
I think he's gonna do very well because he said, or it's been said that he's been promised a massive transfer. I don't know. You know, people make these promises and whatnot, but if they follow through on that. Hey, the Spurs will be looking legit because they've got raw pieces there. Of course, that's what I'm saying. No, so
and actually because he'll probably switch them to a back five, and you know they've got decent fullbacks, so Reguilon and whoever on the other side. And Kane and Son as the two up front.
Exactly.
That's going to be in a back five. That's going to be mad.
I rate Son so much, man. He's such a
one of my favorite players. But then on that note, just to finish off, you said there that Conte is a winner, right? Conte he gets the job done quickly as well. Doesn't waste time. It's not like let me give him 18 months. Are we gonna make top 4? Are United gonna make top 4? Because look, if Spurs gonna run, Chelsea obviously it's a lock that Chelsea, City, and Liverpool make. That's a lock. Whether we somehow win the league or not, Chelsea, those 3 are still finishing top 4.
Right.
Are we going to make top 4? Is it going to be Arsenal, who are now like just behind us?
Oh, mate, this is stress.
Or
Arsenal,
Spurs,
West Ham
with Conte
and us. You know what? Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I reckon West Ham will fall off. I mean, but that's elitism, actually, to be honest. Because why would they fall? Right. But Spurs and Arsenal, Spurs specifically with Conte, I think.
Yeah. You know what? I think the players that we've got, we've got Mr. Inevitable.
That's right. Yeah,
you know Ronaldo. Mr. Inevitable.
That's right.
I don't think they will allow. Obviously, now that we've maybe luckily and unfortunately stumbled on this
the five that's Conte's bread and butter, though.
Right.
That's his thing.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And just because, listen, you still have to be able to work it correctly. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Just because the formation, you still got to work it correctly.
Do you actually have this is just a potential manager for United, right? If Ole does get sacked before Christmas or in January, whenever. Who have you looked at any of the managers that you other than obviously Conte now that he's gone?
Yeah, obviously I would have taken Conte for the credentials.
Yeah.
Obviously you had Zidane who's been touted, but apparently saying he's not interested and whatnot.
Yeah.
So then you've got Brendan and Ten.
But then Ten Hag, the Ajax manager. But Brendan, the problem with those two is they're both in a job, right?
Sure.
It's the middle of the season.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
would you wait to the end of the season? Would you keep Ole in the end of the season, finish 8th, finish 10th?
Mate.
We won't finish 10th, surely.
Well, who else is available?
Yeah, I don't think. Other than Zidane, like,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
If Zidane's not on it, mate, you're stuck.
Barcelona just sacked Coleman. We can get.
Bruv.
Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Again, Jason, let us know where we can find you. What are your socials? What you're doing?
My name Jason Agbodza, Agbodza. Jason Agbodza.
Yep.
On
So
everything.
you can find him on everything: socials, Twitter, Instagram, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Let me know what you guys think. Let us know what you guys think about United's form over October. How we're gonna look over November. Maybe we should have covered some of the fixtures, but we'll come back at the end of just maybe at the start of December. Just talk about how November went. Maybe Ollie's still be in the job. Maybe he'll be gone ahead of Christmas fixtures. Who knows? And yeah, leave a comment on the video, like the video, subscribe, everything like that, and see you on the next one as always.